Hello and welcome back, guys. So let's finish up with this. We want these things to still run for as long as we use the model itself, even though we run the query function. Now, the reason why it's not running here is because this query function is in the database class here. Where is this? Let's go to database. And when we run the query function, we don't really check to see if there's any after functions to execute here, as opposed to when we use the model. We have the remove unwanted columns, and finally at the end, where is the where clause? Right here. So after that, if there's an array, and then we run this. So let's just grab this part right here, run after select functions, and copy that. Let's go to query. Where is this? This is in the database class, .php. And where are we? Right about here. When we have an actual result, before we return the result, we paste this information. And let's move these guys in like this. Okay, so here we've already asked the question, so there's no need to do this. So let me remove that and the corresponding closing array. Let me remove my return since there's already one here. And then in our case, result is result, it's not res. So let's change that reference to res to result. Okay, and just like this, now we can run functions before returning the result. So let's come back here to our category and refresh. Now we have all the information that comes with it. Okay, pretty good. The user, the category, etc., etc. But we don't need what's after this down here. So let's go back to our category view. This is the only part that we should be concerned about, and it ends right here. Okay, and wait a second. Okay, so we have latest there, which we need to change, but everything else after this we should remove. So let's remove this section here. I'm going to remove section by section to avoid deleting what deleting one opening tag and not deleting the closing tag. So that's important. So let's go section by section to avoid mass deletion. Okay, there we go. So really there was nothing after that. And let's come back here and let's refresh. Okay, pretty good. Now we need to see what category we have here. So every result here we know is going to have a category name inside it. So instead of CO latest, or latest here, let's read from just the first row, because we know that every row here is from the same category, because this is a category based search. So I'm just going to echo out first row and then just say category like that, because that's the category name. And let's put that in an escape like this. Okay, cool. And then I'm going to grab this because that's the category name and just put it here like that. All right, that should solve our problem. So refresh. So IT and software, so CO, IT and software, which we're already doing right now. Doesn't make sense, but actually let's remove that. href, let's remove the whole div here. Let's see what that does. As long as it doesn't break things, we should be good. Okay, this is fine. IT and software. Let's try a different category. There's one with, I think it's lifestyle, is it? No, that one is empty. Now, when there was no result, we should still see something instead of just emptiness. So since we can't get this category name, I guess we should just put an else statement at the very end right here. Duplicate that and just say else full colon, and let's just put a div here and say no records were found. So you can put your own message here, of course, as needed. Let's put some bootstrap classes here. Let's try alert danger. I don't know if this is using bootstrap. Let's try text center and let's refresh. Okay, so it is. No records were found. Now, if you want it to be green, you can say success, or blue for primary. So let's refresh. There we go. No records were found. Let's try. Let me go back to home and see what categories contain stuff. So there's photography and video, IT, and health and fitness. So let's try health and fitness, which has 1. So there we go. We get 1 item here. Let's go to what else? Photography and video. There we go. So we have 1 of those. And let's go to IT and software, which has more, and this is what we get. So apparently the trending side still exists. We left it there. So wait a minute. Okay, so we left it there, which is fine. I guess that's okay. Yep. So that's pretty much it here. Let's go to the home page and have this thing here working as well. Come back here. This is where we added the category row and copy. So I'll go back to the home page, home view. Where is this? Where is this? Home view. So if first row exists, this one is latest. Okay, so see all latest. That's fine. What else? What else? Okay, so I wanted a repeat of this down here with different category names. So we will do that. But for now, we can delete the other formats down here because we really are not going to be using them. But if you want, you can choose another one here and add your content as well, because the designs are a bit different. As you can see here, let's go to the home page. So this one has a different layout. This one is different. So you can choose another one, or you can choose to populate each type of variation here. But due to not wanting too many videos in the series, we will not do that. So I'm just going to delete all of them where the end if ends there. So refresh, and this is all we have on the home page now. So I guess on the home page we're just going to have latest content. I think that should do. That should be enough here. And then if you want category, you can select from here. I think that should be enough. So we don't dwell too much on the categories thingy here. Okay, so with all this in mind, now we need to be able to add and edit our categories as needed, which we can do in the dashboard. But so far, we don't have that ability to do that. Okay, so we have a problem because we used category model and it no longer exists. So what we do is, let's go here, model category. I'll copy this. Okay, so let's do a search in controllers. So I'm going to right click, maybe an app, and say find in folder. I want to find anywhere where I wrote new category. Like, let me remove the other side, category underscore model. And then when I find it, I want to replace with, there's new there, so I'll keep that new. I want to replace with this instead. So replace that with this. Okay, so let's go and just click replace. No match is found. Interesting. So why is it complaining? We're in. Let's look at the, let's see, admin.php on line 40. So it starts with app, index page, app construct, and then comes down to there, and then admin. Okay, so let's go to the admin page then. Let's go directly to the source. Why hasn't it found it? So what was I searching for? Category model. And here, oh, okay. This is the problem. So let me just cut this, remove the new, because that's not what it was. I should just replace it with, I think model was already there, so let's just remove that and category like this. So category model changes to that. Okay, so let's replace. No match is found. Wow, that's insane. Anyway, regardless, we have it here, so I just need to remove that and we should be good. Okay, there we go. So now I refresh, everything is good. So what I need now is to be able to edit the categories as we wish, and then from there we can add more content to the courses, because that's the remaining part, which will take quite a bit of time. But I want everything else working before we go to that part. So far things are working here, except we can't edit categories or add them. Okay, let's do that just now. So the way things work here on my courses is going to be similar with how things work on the other side. So with categories, I mean. Okay, so what I want to do is copy the system here that courses are doing. I didn't know that we haven't done the delete section of things, right? Which is not cool at all. We should be able to delete our courses. So I think let's do that quickly before we swap things around. So what I'll do is let's go back to course controller. This is in the index. Okay, so we haven't really utilized wait a minute. Okay, this is in the admin controller. Admin, where are we? And courses, action ID. Okay, that's cool. So we have one for the add, we have one for the edit, and we have one for the delete. We do not. So what I'll do is just copy this. Now edit and delete are pretty similar, because what I'm reading from here, I should read also, even though we're going to remove a lot of this code, but most of this stuff should be the same. So what I'm going to do is grab this, everything in between here, and duplicate it. So I'll start from here. So I want the else if. Maybe what I can do is just duplicate that like so. So to reduce the chances of getting confused. Let's put delete on this one. And then let's get everything except what's in here. So I'm just going to grab this, paste it. Of course, I need to close that. Okay, so we read languages, levels, all this we will need to remove because it's not really necessary to know what we are doing. So, but we'll see what we need and leave that. So I'm going to come down here. Okay, so that's really right at the end. Okay, that's cool. So from the admin section, now let's go to the view section. So admin and courses view. Let's look at the action we're looking at, and we want the edit section here. So I'm just going to do the same, duplicate this here and put delete. Then I want up to here, copy and paste. So delete course instead. And I need to close these guys. So I have, this is already closed, so I need 2 closing tags. And let's see how I'm getting. Okay, save content, that's all right. Then we have this row title. Just after the if statement, wait a minute. Okay, so we have a back button here. Let me just copy that. In fact, I'll copy up to here. Let's paste. Okay, so we have that back button, and let's see what else. We have this else here and 2 of these, so let's grab these guys as well. Copy, and let's come up to here. Paste, yes. Okay, so good. We have an if statement. That course was not found, and the course title, a back button. We should be golden. So let's click on delete, and there we go. So delete course, and this is the name of the course, right? Let's come back. Yeah, that's personal fitness. Let's try this one, JavaScript essentials, and there it is, right? Very good. So we need a little more detail on what we are doing. What course are we deleting? Since we have a course image, we could have that. I need something that's always there. So when I click new course, I want to see what I type here so that I know these are always available. So there's course category, there's primary subject, and course title. Okay, so that's pretty good enough. So category here should be in category row. So I'm just going to duplicate this one. Let's see, there's primary subject, and here there's category row, and then category itself. Let's see if we get that across. So click, and there we go. So these things are actually working. Now you can design this delete thingy as you want so that you know what's going on. Here, let me reduce this to maybe H3 so it's slightly bigger. And then here I can say primary subject. Here I can say course title, just so we know what we are looking at. And here category. You may want to know the date that this was created. So I'll just say date created. And then let's use get date. And from there we'll say date. I don't know if it's date or date created. Not sure. Probably just date. So let's refresh, and this is what we have. Okay, so course title, personal fitness, primary subject. So design this as you wish. There's back. Let's click back. Okay, that works. But the save button does something else. Wait a minute. Okay, so it's save content, but how does it know what we are saving? Okay, save content, this is fine. But I think what we can do here is, because deleting is not really uploading any information. So we can remove this on click listener and just put an actual form, and then we can call it a day. Where is this? So here I'm just going to put a form like that, ordinary form. Cut that and let's put it here. Let's move things over, and then here we have a method of post, and that should be it. So save, which is delete, and instead of button success, let's put button danger. Let's also put a an alert here. I don't know where we can put this. Float end buttons. Let me put it right here. So here I'm just going to put a div. Oops, what have I done? Are you sure you want to delete this course? Question mark, exclamation point. Let's do some classes. Let's put alert, and let's say alert danger, and text center. Okay, that is great. Now we can have this. Are you sure you want to delete this course? Wait a minute, the delete button is gone. What just happened? What just happened? Oh boy. Okay, let me remove this, see if that's what's causing the problem. Ah, right. So they are overlapping each other. I don't know how that even happened. Okay, let me just move this away from the form completely. Let's see if that works. Okay, that's better. Are you sure you want to delete this course? Back or delete? Okay, so if I click delete, then it's going to submit. Now, if we submit, we're in the admin section. This is where it will come, and there's nothing that really is going to happen, except we may redirect. So let me just click that. Okay, that isn't working. What's going on? What did I just do? Courses, view, delete. Okay, there it is. Okay, so there is a form, there is the delete button, but what's happening? Save button. Okay, something is going on. Let's remove that class. Oh, it's also disabled, right? Let's remove that. Okay, we don't need any of that. There it is. It looks alive. Click that and it refreshes. Nothing happened, but that's okay. If we go back to this, we can do a redirect instead. So let's just say redirect, and let's redirect to admin/courses like this. So let's see if that will work, and clickety click, there we go. But we haven't deleted anything. I don't want us to delete courses we have already, so let's create a dummy course. Let's say some subject, and let's choose a category I don't know yet, and there we go. So we have our course. Let's get back to business. So this is the course I want us to delete, so click, there it is. And right about here, I just want us to say course, just like this line right there. We don't need to validate anything, so we just say delete, and we put an ID from the row, and we don't need this post whatsoever. That is enough. Then we can run a message as well. Let's say message. I think I left something there. Course deleted successfully. Let's put an S there and save. Okay, so let's try that out. Oh, sorry, my bad. Extra T there. Let's refresh, resend. What is going on? Undefined method course. Delete. Oh, okay. Wait a minute. Okay, so I forgot that our model doesn't have a delete thingy. Really? let's let's go back to core and see model. So model has update, it has find all, it has where, it has first, but it doesn't have delete. Oopsie daisy. Okay, so let's create that in the next video.